Yo,
Yeah.
what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Polls and Podiums. As always, I'm your host, Richard, joined as usual by Quad E, motorsports enthusiast and musician. Today, we also have a cameo appearance by Pearl. She's in the background here.
Yes, sir.
What's good with you today, man?
Man, just chilling, just ready to put out this motherfucking music video. My first ever. I'm gonna plug that real quick. It was shot by that man right there.
Yes, sir.
But it's for the track's called My Music. Um, really is about the reasoning behind the track was I feel like a lot of songs about mental health are really sad. You know what I mean? Like you listen to that shit and it just makes you think about how fucking sad you are. You know what I mean? So this one was trying to be the opposite. It was trying to make you feel good. It's called My Music. Don't have a quite release date for it yet, but if you go check out any of my socials, you'll definitely get a preview of that.
Being attacked.
I can see that. I can see that you're being attacked.
She's biting me through the.
What?
Through
I thought you.
I thought she
Fucking
was
what?
putting a claw in there. She was
Yeah.
fucking biting me. She was just sticking her head through and just chomp, chomp in my back.
What a little asshole.
My bad.
But yeah,
Fucking
go check
demon.
that out if you want, if you can. Really appreciate it.
For sure. We'll make sure that we add the link. For those of you guys watching on YouTube, we'll make sure we add the link in the description here.
Yes, sir.
If I can figure out how to do it on Spotify and other platforms, I'll do it there as well. I'm not sure if hyperlinks work in there, but we'll give it a go.
I have no idea.
Make sure that you check out Quaddy's music video featuring his boy Molasses.
Yes,
I did
sir.
the videography work on it and just threw something together. So hope you guys enjoy that. Check it out. Now, back to the show.
We went motherfucking racing, dog.
So,
I
how
have the
are
proof.
you feeling after 6 hours
I don't know. Look at
of
that.
CODA?
Look at that.
Still sunburned. A week later.
Still fucking sunburned as
sunburned.
fuck.
So we
It ain't
spent
going away.
20 hours at the track for qualifying and practice sessions and other race series sessions. We spent all day at the
15
track on
miles.
Sunday, but we watched the 6 hours of Lone Star of Lemans.
I sat my ass in that seat and did not move for 6 hours straight. It was
I did.
surprising because usually I have to go to the bathroom, but I think because I was sweating so much that it was just even itself out because I drank 8 water bottles.
And we got lucky. We had grandstand tickets. For the
Facts.
people who had GA, who were sitting on the
It would
hill in the
suck
sun,
so bad. Oh my god.
I can only imagine how brutal it was for them.
Fuck that.
Savage. The Texas Heat showed up and did not play. But
No, it
the
did
racing
not.
showed up as well. It was fantastic. All the
It's
way
so
across
hard.
the weekend.
It went so hard.
It was. It was fantastic. So, do you think it was worth 32 hours of driving?
Because it was on Labor Day weekend, yes, and that's the only reason I'm gonna say yes. I will fly any other time. Fuck, just sitting in that. I mean, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be. The driving was more difficult than I thought it was gonna be. A, because I'd never driven your car before, and she a boat. And B, I picked times where I was really tired as shit, but I also knew you were too. So, yeah.
Yeah. It's all good. We made it there safely. We made it
We
back
got there.
safely. It was a lot.
Was
of
the
driving.
trip fun? I would say compared to most other road trips I've been on, 100%. Because they were all with my family, and I had nothing to do. It was just sitting there for fucking however goddamn long we were driving. This time, I had my weed. We were fucking chatting. We were listening to comedy, sports. It was a little different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was a good time. We definitely had a great time while we were there. We saw some fantastic race action. We got to meet the drivers of our teams. He got to meet his Yoda drivers.
Yes, sir.
All 6 of the Manti drivers, the EMA and Pure Racing team. I know by the end of the weekend, they were absolutely fucking tired of seeing me. And I was hounding them at the tent. I was hounding them at the
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
at the table. But they got so much merch signed for us, and they showed up with a double podium, which was exactly what I had hoped to see. Do have to give a huge shout out to Heart of Racing in that AMR. Like,
dog.
Flawless race. Flawless race.
That was like a Max Verstappen type win.
It was. It was like a Max Verstappen style win. Like,
it was crazy.
Iron James was on his ass
until that
closer, let's say closer than anybody else was through the entire race. There was a period of time that they were like within a second and a half. They were keeping it within a second, staying close. Me and Allison were hyped because, you know, she was rooting for the Iron Dames team while we were there.
Mm-hmm.
And then I don't know what happened. Like, looked up and he was 8 seconds ahead. And then it was like 23 seconds. And then it was like 38 seconds. And the gap just gained and gained and gained. And he never made a mistake. Never made a misstep. That entire squad just executed with precision.
Not only that, but I also think they had a different pit strategy than everyone else. I think they pitted earlier and ran longer than everybody else did, which also I think everyone was scared to do because of the heat. They're like, oh, our tires are going to fucking die immediately. And that's probably what happened in practice 1 and 2. But fuck it. AMR probably ran fucking softs in qualifying, softs for the first stint, and then just hards. You know what I mean? Like, so they could just go and go. Like, who knows? But they definitely had a different pit strategy, and it fucking worked.
They murdered it, man. They murdered it. Like, Manti finished second and third. And I want to say they were like 35, 40 seconds behind.
Literally.
It was wild. The hypercar race was exciting.
Let me talk about this because I got some shit to say, to be honest. To be completely honest with you, okay? I want to take you back to Le Mans.
Okay.
2024.
Okay.
Did you watch it?
Uh-huh.
Did you see how Toyota lost the lead?
I mean, it was fucking long, but
did you see how Toyota lost the lead?
Yeah.
Kobayashi pushed it too hard, made a mistake, and got a penalty. Or crashed or whatever it was.
Fast forward.
I watched him in an interview right after the race, saying, I pushed it too hard, I made a mistake, I cost us the win, I need to be better about this. Motherfucker, you did the same shit at Coda. Are you fucking kidding me? You're the team principal, goddammit.
Yeah.
This motherfucker had a 10-second lead. He had a 10-second lead. All he needed to do was drive. But nope, he went off the track pushing too hard for no goddamn reason, got a drive-through penalty, and then couldn't fucking make up the laps to the fucking AF courses, dumbass. Oh my god. It was so exciting for them to be in the fucking lead for the last hour and a half. And then the last 30 minutes was so ass, especially because it was Ferrari as well. And homie, who was hanging out with us all weekend, was a fucking Ferrari fan. Yes. So I had to listen to that bullshit
that's
too.
That's what I was going to say. I do want to give a shout out. I'm fucking horrible about names. I'm horrible about remembering names. So I'm even worse about asking names because I know that I never fucking remember them.
Yeah.
But whoever the guy was that we hung out with the entire weekend at Coda, like we ran into I want to say day one of the actual weekend, heading up to the tower. And then
No, that was day 2.
day 2. So it was
Day
Saturday.
2. Immediately
Saturday.
going up to the tower.
Yep. As soon as we got to the track, we connected. We were everywhere together. We were pit access together. We were watching everything. We were in the media access together. It was awesome.
Which none of us should have been in.
Dude was supporting Ferrari, and they came through with a win for him. I did think it was hilarious that it was the customer team that got the W and not the works team. That just was the icing on the cake. My poor Porsches didn't really show up and show out the way I hoped that they would in the hypercar class. But
not at all.
Not so disappointed because, I'm really here for the GT3, and the fact that we're racing with hypercars on the same track just makes it exciting. But
for me, I'll take a second place because overall it put us in first in the championship lead, which is truly what I care about.
Right.
We haven't won Le Mans since 2020, but we've won every championship pretty much except for one. We need to at least hold that record if we're not winning Le Mans. Okay.
Y'all were struggling early on. You're starting to make a strong push.
The biggest issue that I have with the second place is there's one philosophy that I always live by when I'm racing, and I think you know what I'm about to say. If you ain't first, you're motherfucking last. If you're not first, you're motherfucking last. I fucking hate second place. You either win or you fucking lose. God damn it.
That's why you're always last. DNF. Because you send it into the wall, full sprint, because you think you have to be first.
You're motherfucking last.
It's not a movie. This is real life.
You have to win. You have to win. I'm not racing for second place. I'm racing for first.
You have to be consistent. You have to be consistent. That's what you have to
consistently do. Whipping your ass.
You don't have to win every race.
That's what I'm consistent at.
Man. I will say, my award for the best sounding car on the track, without a doubt, the Cadillac. Oh my God.
My God.
It is a distinct difference when that Cadillac comes rolling through compared to any of those other hypercars on that track. And granted, I'll say it's the same with the Dark Horse. That GT3 Mustang is just as loud in comparison. So when you're comparing
loudness, sure.
Right. Like, there was that point where they both came by the grandstand
and
at
it was
the same
like,
time.
Oh my God.
You had the Mustang and the Cadillac came rolling through there at the same time. And oh buddy, that was the Ferrari fan, was at the concession and came back and said, I could tell that was a Cadillac and a Mustang coming through at the same time. Like, the sound is so distinct. It is 100%. It is amazing to hear in person.
The Cadillac was also number 1 for me. But number 2, obviously, is a little biased. Right? But it's the Dark Horse almost, you know what I mean? Because everyone talks shit about that Lexus like it's 2016, but the engine's a V8 fucking Mustang. Like, they V8 Mustang swapped that bitch.
The Lexus, yes.
It was fucking crazy.
The Lexstang.
He literally, they V8 Mustang engine swapped that bitch.
Mustang in a Lexus dress. Yes.
Oh my God. It was like, how the fuck do you get a Lexus to sound like that?
For the first day and a half, we were like, how does that fucking Lexus sound like that? Like, the only thing that sounds like that is the Mustang. And that's why.
Yep, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
So.
And I don't know why Yoda would do some shit like that, but I can tell you only Yoda would do some shit like that. You know what I mean?
You got to get the performance where you can get it.
Holy shit. I just can't wait to see that new Celica on the track. For real.
have to admit, I did not watch any of the Mustang GT Challenge.
I didn't watch either one.
I did catch a lot of the
Lamborghini.
Lamborghini Super Trofeo series.
Mhm.
Those were really, really good. Those cars were nice, and I love the sound of the Lamborghini motor. You know,
Oh yeah,
I'm a Porsche guy, but there's still that V12 sound that's just a
different.
pack of fucking wasps. Just oh, I love it. So I had to catch some of those races. Overall, we had some fantastic pictures, so much pit access. Definitely will be back next year. If you're
Um,
in the United States and you have access to get to this fucking race, it is worth the money. It is
100%.
100% worth the money. And right now is the time to get on this race because it was not super packed. It was I've been to Formula One races at Coda, and this was nothing in comparison. Not even
Mhm.
close. Majority of the grandstands were shut down because they didn't have a need for them. Like, the ticket prices were extremely reasonable. This is the time to get their tickets, get in, and experience it before it's
Yeah,
a $4,000 grandstand seat that we were just sitting in for $140.
because when you think about it, I met all of my favorite drivers, got all their signatures twice, and we also met motherfucking Mick Schumacher,
Yeah, we
which
did meet Mick.
he's a dickhead. We kind of pissed him off,
He
I
is a
feel,
little dickhead. He is
but
upset.
he was kind of a dick. I mean, like they weren't super nice. I mean, Brendan Hartley literally hit me with the after I told him to go kill shit out there, making me feel like I was like 5. So that was dope. But Mig barely looked at me. We were having him sign Haas cards, so I understand like that's not like the best time to relive for him.
He was not happy about
But that
signing the
motherfucker,
Hosper.
he literally like I pulled it out like halfway for him. He literally like didn't even grab it, look at it, put 2 fingers on it, opened it, signed it, like half of it is on the black part with the black Sharpie, and then just threw it at me. Didn't even look at
Yeah.
me. And I was like, wow.
Well, yours was like the fourth, and the lady just
I
before
know.
us was wearing a
Had a
Gunther
Gunter
Steiner
shirt.
shirt that she asked him to autograph that said
Yeah.
we look like a bunch of fucking wankers, which was phenomenal. The look
He
on
was
his fucking
probably
face when
so
she
fucking
asked him
mad.
to sign the shirt was priceless.
Oh,
So when
he was
we were right
probably not
behind him with 4 Haas F1 cards for him to autograph, I know it was just salt in the wound for him. He was not a happy
Oh,
camper.
literally.
Not a
That's what
happy
I'm saying.
camper.
I don't
I mean,
necessarily put that on him too much, but wow.
yeah, it was
Wow. The
poor kid.
only driver I will say that looked like was having a good time was Jensen Button.
Jensen
Didn't get to
Button looked
meet
like he
him,
was
but that
having a
mother
ball.
literally
He was
cowboy hat
basking
on,
in it, bruh. He
fucking
was
chilling, dude.
the Iron Dame. Sarah Bovey was fucking enjoying it too. She had on a
I bet.
fuzzy pink cowboy hat
Yep.
and was
She
getting it.
did. Yeah.
Um, Rossi looked like he was having a good time too. Valentino
Really?
Rossi did look like
I
he
didn't
was
even see
enjoying
him.
himself.
I don't even know what he looks like. Oh,
Really?
yes, I do. I know
Yeah,
what he looks like. It's Danny Kvyat that I have a hard time remembering because I just see
yeah.
Max Verstappen fucking his girlfriend.
Nobody cares about Kvyat. We Verstappen fans around here. Watch your kids. Watch your wife.
Literally.
And your drive, apparently.
And your fucking car because he'll steal that shit too. Oh no.
Oh shit.
How is he a better driver, boyfriend, and father than you? Oh no.
We were talking so much shit about Kvyat in the grandstand, and the guys behind us were Lamborghini fans, which was just
Were
fantastic.
they?
Yeah, they
I
were
didn't
so
know
upset.
that. Oh, I didn't know that.
That's why I was kind of egging it on a little bit.
Oh, dude, I was talking so much shit. Oh my god. I was also talking hella shit about Ferrari the entire weekend too. Because it's not just the people who buy Ferrari, it's actually motherfucking Ferrari. Like them smoking their skinny cigarettes. Okay, I know how I sound saying that. But literally, like their cigarettes are skinny. It's weird. And then they just kind of like
Their
look at
vapes
you
were
as you
different
go.
too, which
And
was
yeah, their
we
vapes look like
noticed.
dad pens almost.
Yeah,
With like a cloth like top. I don't know, it was weird.
yeah, their vapes did look very different. They were interesting. I wanted one.
Yeah. And it was just Ferrari who looked at you like, what are you doing back here?
Yeah, they were
Like
like disrespectful
yeah.
as shit. Like they were
Yeah. And
making
then
like gestures at Allison when we were walking through the pits and stuff.
I
So
don't yeah, dude, and it was only Ferrari. Like
yeah, only the
fucking
Ferrari drivers and mechanics. Well, not drivers. It was the mechanics, but
yeah. But like even like the Porsche or BMW guys who were like from Germany who like look like big tough German dudes who wouldn't be super nice probably. They didn't look at you like that. They
right.
just looked at you like you weren't there almost. Like it's
Yeah.
different. I
I
was
will
like,
say
fuck you,
that
you
the
pussy
Manti
fuck.
guys were really engaging. They were super awesome.
I bet they were cool, but they're an American team, aren't they?
German.
Oh, well, like I'm saying, like he might look like a dickhead, but I guarantee you he's not. He didn't look at you like you're
No,
fucking not a lesser. It's just
no, they looked
business.
at me like you again, and I
Yeah.
was like, yes, me again.
Here's me again. Yeah.
Sign my club sport. As with any racing event, really. There are times when I'm watching the WEC racing on TV that I struggle to keep up with it, or I start to drift, or I have to catch
It's
myself, or I have to refresh.
it's
Boy,
endurance racing.
and it blew by.
Yeah.
Like,
And that's the thing. I don't watch 100% of the race. If I can, I'll have it on. And if I can only watch an hour or 2 hours of it, then yeah, I'll sit down and I'll straight watch that 2 hours of it.
yeah,
But if it's on a day that I have off and it's just gonna be on my TV, and when I hear the announcers go, oh, I look up and like, what was that? What happened?
yeah, yeah. Because
That's
they're usually 6-hour races, 10-hour races, 12-hour races,
8 hours.
24-hour races.
It's
That's really hard to watch straight through.
when you have all these, yeah, like
When
when
you
you're
have
not there.
distractions,
Yeah.
and when you're not there in person. I will say, all of us thought that we had hearing damage by the end of the
I
weekend.
still have hearing damage. My ears are currently ringing.
I think my hearing is back to normal. I can't really
It's
tell. I think
almost there.
sometimes when I'm in the car, it's like, oh fuck, I have to turn this up a little bit louder than I used to before the trip. But I'll say it was completely worth it. I will be bringing fucking
100%.
headphones, like some
Yeah.
of the Bluetooth cans that we use shooting for sure next time, because
Oh yeah.
as awesome as it is to hear those cars, when you're in that grandstand and it's just echoing back and forth between the pits and the grandstand back and forth. Oh man,
It fucking rattles your shit, man.
it
And for
rattles your
6
head.
hours straight, it really rattles your shit, man.
Yeah,
I
it
was
builds
like,
up.
at the end of it, I was like, holy shit. Like, every time a car would go by, I'd like, oh my fucking God, holy shit.
Yeah,
I need some more water. Like, fuck.
they were loud.
They were loud as fuck.
Even for the friend that attended one day,
Yeah,
it was so loud. They were like, I think I have hearing damage.
literally.
It's gonna be really hard to hear tomorrow at work.
Yep.
Yep.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But fantastic weekend. Regrets nothing. No
Regrets nothing. Not even one letter.
Not even one. Absolutely.
Moving on.
Looking forward to next season, though. Be looking for them
100%.
early bird tickets. Without a
100%.
doubt. Spirit Club this year, boy.
Yes, sir. This week, though, Toyota brings it home
Japan.
for the 6 hours of Fuji.
Fuji, boy. Yes,
I've
sir.
never seen this track, so I looked it up. And my God, like, I want to go buy this on ACC or something. This is like one of the coolest tracks I've ever seen.
It's on AMS2.
Ah, of course. I don't have
It's
AMS.
Well, come over and run it. Come jump on the sim. I have it.
Like,
I have the
dude,
track.
yeah. Mount Fuji looks so
I
tight.
have Fuji.
You're racing literally like at the foot of Mount Fuji.
Yeah. It's a nice track too. The flow of the track is awesome.
That's what it looked like too. It looked like one of those tracks that I could fuck with, like Interlagos. which you
I
can't
will
seem to beat
say,
me on.
yeah, it's a little bit shorter than Coda. Like Coda's a
Yeah,
long fucking track, and you don't
it is
realize how long Coda truly is
until you
until you're
get there.
there. Like when you're waiting and waiting and waiting, and you know these cars are doing 200 miles per hour, and it's like you
Fuck.
can hear them, but you're just waiting and waiting. It's a long track. Fuji's quite a
Yeah,
bit shorter. It'll be a much higher lap count,
it'll be fire though.
but it's at altitude also, so it'll be a different strain on the cars, a different test for the motors and components.
Hmm. Should be a good time.
Yes, sir.
Is there anything in the Formula One world we need to discuss?
Yeah, but I don't think we should cover it in this one because we're about half an hour in, and that's a whole nother ballpark. All the fuckery, foolishness, and bullshit happening in Formula One right now.
Yeah, that's a fair point. That's a fair point.
Like, so I guess on that note, we can just close it off and say
Yes, sir.
I am definitely ready for the weekend to watch fucking Fuji. It's going down. I will
Fuji,
definitely have to watch it post race. I'll
or
be working.
something that might be better for you. If you wait like the next day or the next 2 days or whatever, they have on YouTube extended highlights. So instead of like 8 or the 6 hours, it's like 2 hours, and it's just the shit that
Right.
happened.
Yeah,
So
I've seen them. I may check it out that version, but it's just there's a lot going on this weekend. A lot going on. They
oh,
got
also some cool shit the WEC is dropping. They're dropping an 8-part documentary series about each manufacturer and why they take on the WEC challenge. First one coming out in November. Gay, Ferrari, the devotion, the devotion to the Tifosi. Eat my nuts. Um, but
such a
Toyota's gonna
fucking
have the best
hater.
one. I fucking hate Ferrari. This isn't new. This is not
I'm not a
new.
fan. I'm not a fan of the.
The fact that Ferrari won in Italy last week angers me. They won twice, and one of them was in Italy. Fuck them.
See, that kind of
That's how
karma
I
comes
feel.
back to bite you in the ass, though. Like when your team is racing in Japan.
Shut up.
Just saying, bro.
I'm not in the car. My karma doesn't matter.
Very true.
I can say whatever the fuck I want.
Get it in, enjoy it. But
Fuck that Ferrari, motherfuckers.
they're doing their thing right now.
Gay. This is not a good time in racing.
We'll see. It's not a good time in racing for you. Y'all were so close. So close to a win. I felt bad for you.
Dude, it was so upsetting because like I was sitting there and I was like, fuck. Okay, I was like mentally preparing for the last 30 minutes for podium. And then he lost it. And I was like, are you fucking I don't want to stay to watch you get second, motherfucker. No, let's leave. Fuck this. And we dipped immediately. It was fucking annoying. Oh my god.
No, it's all good though. So good luck to Toyota at home in Japan. I will not be wishing good luck to Lexus. I appreciate you guys signing a bunch of merch for me as well. I will not be wishing you a good luck this weekend. As always, I will be shooting all my positive energy to Manti so we continue to extend our championship lead.
I can't support them. I know they're the factory team, but I can't. They're bad, bro. They're not good.
They're really
They're
bad.
slow.
They're so slow.
Fuck. Like back of the pack slow.
We were commenting about that.
I don't know if I can truly support them because it's almost like the Denver Broncos for me. We had a good preseason. It was cool at first. And then week 1, we fucked it up. So why am I going to continue to expect you guys to win the Super Bowl, win a
I
race?
think
Like it's not
they
gonna
were
happen.
like a
So like
lap down.
that's what I'm
I think
saying.
the
That's
good guy car was
sad.
like a lap down. Like the
That's
Danes almost caught him after their collision and their puncture, which put them down 2 laps. They had almost caught him by
that's
the
what
end
I'm
of the race.
saying. I want to support Dames just because it's the only other team that's like cool and interesting.
Yeah, I like the Iron
You know
Dames
what I
too.
mean?
I'll continue to support them, win, lose, or draw. I fucks with that squad.
Yeah.
But
But like y'all need to do better or get rid of that motherfucking car. And hey, they said next year, so we'll see. We'll see what they drop. Hopefully, they put it in the WEC next year, and it's a GR fucking racing team, not a Lexus team.
I'm really hoping it's that Celica that keeps floating
If
pictures.
it, and that's what I'm saying. It wouldn't be Lexus anymore. It would be Toyota Gazoo Racing, and they run
Right.
that goddamn. It'd be a black livery with a big ass GR, and it'd be on that fucking Celica, and I'd fucking buy one. I'd buy it. I would spend all of my money, and I'd buy one.
I believe it.
Just saying.
He said I'll live in it.
I
Rent,
literally,
and car note in one.
We'll
To have
record. We'll
GR
record the
Celica.
podcast in the fucking GR, dog.
Every episode from the driver's seat.
Yes, sir. I'll be driving around. Every time you say something I don't like, I'll just.
Fantastic. All right. Well, on that note, we're going to go ahead and let you guys go.
Yes, sir.
We do apologize for the huge delay and gap in episodes. We had 3 episodes recorded, and then I encountered computer difficulties and was not able to edit them and get them posted. And by the time I got the computer edited or got the computer fixed, those videos were irrelevant. So
Yeah.
we apologize for the giant gap. Technical difficulties are taken care of. We are back on schedule. We are back on our motivation game, and we are here for you.
Sure.
We'll have this episode coming out. We'll have another episode coming out shortly after it, and we'll be consistent from there on out. We appreciate you guys and all of your support, everybody that's stuck with us. Continue to check us out for more motorsports action. If you don't follow us on our social medias, make sure you check us out at Poles and Podiums on everything. That is on your your Talk, your Instagram, your Facebook. It's on everything. We do more than just the WEC and Formula One coverage in our everyday lives. If you have more motorsports interest, we support drivers that do NASCAR hometown racing. We support drift racing events. We have a drift racing event coming up this weekend, Sling and Smoke, in Southern Colorado, that we have our driver participating in, and several other drivers that we work with. Next season, we have drivers that will be doing rally events as well. So we are all across all motorsports. Make sure you check us out on the socials to catch far more motorsports action than just what we talk about here on the podcast. We appreciate you guys for all your support. We will catch you next time. Have a good one.